not a historian. I have no idea what it looks like. Which one is it?
Let me choose.
Oh, yes. It's more beautiful than I'd ever imagined.
The wild west of the cosmos has no shortage of resource-rich celestial bodies. From the gigantic gas clouds hiding stellar nurseries in their cloaks of dust to planets that literally rain diamonds, the universe is abundant with unfathomable treasures, if only we can find a way to reach them. But while snatching the literal hearts of stars might be out of the realm of possibility for us mere mortals, as fate would have it, we have access to a small glimpse of such treasures a lot closer to home, right here in our cosmic backyard that we call the solar system. Located in the constellation of Sagittarius, at a distance of around 580 million kilometers from Earth, lies a cosmic marvel that, if harvested, could possibly make every single soul on our planet ridiculously, obscenely, unfathomably rich. And its name is Asteroid 16 Psyche. 16 Psyche is an impressively large M-type asteroid, which was discovered by Italian astronomer Annibale de Gasparis on the 17th of March 1852 at the Astronomical Observatory of Capodimonte in Naples. Named after the Greek goddess of the soul, the asteroid orbits the Sun in the outer part of the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and it is approximately 3 times farther from the Sun than Earth is. At a diameter of around 220 kilometers, it is the largest and most massive of the M-type asteroids, with a mass of around 1% of the entire asteroid belt. To give you some perspective of the sheer scale of 16 Psyche's size, if we brought it to Earth, its length would cover almost the entirety of New Jersey, a US state with a population of 9.3 million people. Now, you might be wondering why this specific floating rock is so special when compared to nearly every other floating rock in the asteroid belt. After all, we have discovered asteroids with even larger masses than this before. Well, as it turns out, M-type is actually a class of asteroids with higher concentrations of metal phases than other types of asteroids, and 16 Psyche is the largest and most massive of these metallic-type asteroids. The number 16 in its name refers to the fact that it was the 16th minor planet in terms of order of discovery. Astonishingly, over the 170 years of technological advancements in the field of astronomy since its discovery, it remains to this day one of the dozen most massive asteroids ever discovered, and the only one in the list that is an M-type asteroid. What that means for us here on Earth is that this gigantic rock contains a massive amount of resources for mankind to utilize to our benefit. But just how much resources are we talking about here? Is it really economically feasible or strategically wise to spend billions of dollars on space missions in an attempt to mine an unknown amount of metal deposits from a giant boulder floating in space that we know little about? Well, here's something to put things in perspective. The overall size of the economic output of Earth is worth a whopping 105 trillion US dollars as of the end of 2023. 16 Psyche, in comparison, is thought to be composed of enough quantities of metals like gold, nickel and iron to be worth an absolutely mind-numbing $100 quintillion, or about 1 million times the size of the global economy. And if that value was to be equally divided amongst every human on Earth, we all would have a net worth of around $12.5 billion. Now, to be clear, NASA isn't exactly sending a spacecraft there to mine this rock of treasure. Not yet, at least. We do not currently possess the technology for a large-scale space mining operation to harvest these resources. Nonetheless, NASA's Psyche mission is an important one, as it will give us the chance to explore the core of a planet up close. That's right. 16 Psyche is believed to be the remnant core of a planetesimal, which is the precursor to a rocky planet. Scientists believe that by studying the core, we can better understand the formation of planets like our own, and how magnetic fields are generated by their cores. The mission, codenamed Psyche, was officially launched by NASA on the 13th of October 2023 on board a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket from Launch Complex 39A at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The 6-year voyage will see the spacecraft travel a staggering 2.2 billion miles, which is why NASA is utilizing solar electric propulsion for the mission. a much more efficient technology than traditional jet propulsion systems. Futuristic electric thrusters emit a cool blue glow through expelling charged atoms or ions of the neutral gas xenon to create a thrust that will guide and propel the Psyche spacecraft through deep space to the metal-rich asteroid, using Mars's gravity as a slingshot along the way to speed up the journey a bit. Once there, the spacecraft will spend 21 months in orbit around the celestial body, using scientific instruments such as a magnetometer, gamma ray and neutron spectrometer, and the multispectral imager to study the rock's composition, geology, and possible magnetic field. In addition to this being humanity's golden opportunity to study a planetary core up close, the Psyche mission will also be the first time NASA tests its optical communications technology to transmit high-bandwidth data into deep space. And while this mission is only meant to analyze the asteroid's geology and makeup, its galactically massive value, combined with the data collected during the length of the Psyche mission, could foreshadow future contributions and investments into the budding space mining industry. And with that, we may see a rapid acceleration in our pace to become an interplanetary species, as governments and private corporations increasingly start to realize the potential return on investment of space exploration as a whole. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you found some value in this informative video. I would love to hear your opinions on 16 Psyche in the comments, and whether you think the riches we will gain from mining it will pave the way for humanity's future in the stars. And as always, please give this video a like, share it with your space-loving friends, and subscribe to the channel for a lot more video content coming this year. See you all in the next video.